Okay, once again, so part 2 of my explaining my program, 8-day program, because I didn't have enough space, so I had to use like now 20 minutes to delete all the, some videos and some pictures we don't need. So right, so part 2 and the balance, it's really important. If you don't have a balance, everybody has his own balance, and I can figure it out in our video coaching call, and it's everything about energy, and I practice this a long time, and I didn't know that I had this this gift from God, so I decided to help as much as people I can help. So unfortunately my car is not pink but it's blue, like blue sky. So and I don't want that people just looking for healers, for just going on to a medical or just to having a coach when it's like red light. So better ask for help if it's not the last step you can do, because it's always better. It's like, even if you take some whatever, if you eat fruits and drink vegetable drinks or whatever, it's always advisable not to do this like only if you feel really bad, or if everything you did before it's like didn't work and you really become ill and sick. So so that's the point about coaching, and it's always better if you activate all your tools and energy points, and then you can create a better life, and happiness will be always where you are and your feelings, and then you will focus. Focus is I know it's like so many books I was reading, it's like focus is priority, but it's true. It's like what's really important is I'm sure I'm also talking about all the different parts of the brain, and I will teach you how to use the parts of the brain wisely, because we know that a lot of parts of our brain, they are not more used in this times we're living. But sometimes, even now I can be attacked by a tiger. Okay, no, not in Germany, but in some parts of the world. So our brain, that's the first brain part of our brain, he will keep us safe, and we just react, and we have to run away, and we use the stress feeling. So and I will teach you how to use positive energy like a fuel, and your mind, how you want to have it. It's always important how you wanted to have it. It's not like what was created in your past with your family, what you experienced in your childhood. It's like only a tiny switch, but we were more focusing on how do you want to have it. And I also practiced like a long time, and I experienced by myself, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. And even during Corona virus crazy time, I was not exhausted and I was not feeling depressed, because I practiced this before. We have always it's always advisable to practice everything before, and not only if we are confronted with the situation, everything is horrible, everybody gets exhausted and scared and drama, and because not all people, unfortunately, the most biggest part of our humanity and society's people are scared to be confronted with themselves. So it's really crazy, but it's the best time you can have with yourself. Then you start to be creative, then you start to think about life, what you really are dreaming of, what your aims are, what your goals are, what is like your passion. So we will also talk about like why about topic why I was born. I also was participating with other writers. Like a tiny animal, so I was always like scared. I think it's like a mouse, I'm not really sure. hello. I receive visits sometimes. When I'm doing a lot of meditation, I was passing by these vineyards, the beautiful vineyards over there. So many rabbits passed by, so I was really happy. First I got a shock, like it's normal, but then I was really happy, so now I'm happy as well. But what I was talking about, but the most important part is self-motivation. And if you're joining my coachings, then you are not dependent on other coaches, that I told in my other video, which was like taking 6 minutes and then it was cut off. So it's the most important part. So everybody has his own style, but for me it's really important to make you free, to make you scaleless, that you receive more power, receive more joy, happiness, and sometimes real pink as well, so or your lovely favorite color. And then you discover what life is about, because it's like strange when we are children, when we're small children, then we everything is excited, everything is great. And then apart from a special time, we get to know that everything we did before doesn't make sense, but it's also part of our humanity. Then we can discover ourselves again. Then we forget all our bad situation and thoughts, and then we move on forward. But then there's again a step where we can't move forward. So I think it's like really the biggest present that we can have. It's like life. And so many people ask me what's sense from life or what's meaning of life, and I can always just say it's really true. It's like life itself. It's really horrible that so many people only understand when they're really sick and ill and they can't move, and so many people would change. I don't know, so many healthy people who can go doing sports, can have travel around the world, can have the biggest tears in the room and in the hotel room or whatever they are. So it's really crazy what's going on, and so many people who could have the same life condition would really would be happy if they could change, and they couldn't feel or experience whatever, if they could go to the snow doing snowboarding, or riding a horse or riding. So many people don't have even arms and legs. So and I think it's really time before Corona to change, and that's the most important task of our healers and coaches and spiritual teachers, and as well psychological part. So it's really like medical guys now. So I think it's like the best time is always now, and you can write me a private message on Facebook and LinkedIn as well, and then we can exchange whatever. But you are the right person or right guy or woman. It doesn't matter if you're female or male. If you want to really receiving results in a quick period of time, like 8 days, and it's really up to you. But I prefer video coaching, and so many people writing down their problems as well. It's like up to you, and then I can solve it. I go to the forest, and I do also like it's like a spiritual it's not meditation, but it's like also something that I practice and I use in my healings and coaching program. So would be happy if you join my happiness coaching, and you don't need to wear pink. It's enough when I'm a lot of pink. I'm wearing a lot of pink colors. So sunny greetings from beautiful Germany to you, and I hope to receive a message soon. And don't wait long. It's like it's always the best thing. And I discovered in the 7 years of here, it also had a pleasure to work with coaches, and I had also teachers. It's always like adult and teacher, and then you become a teacher. So it's the most biggest issue, and my biggest dream is to make satisfying people over the world, as many as possible. And with my friends and partners, we can do this as well. And then if you are happy, then your surroundings are happy, and it's like a magnetical energy. So and I have to do a video as well in German because I live in Germany. And so lovely greetings from Germany, and it's time to having lunch, and I'm really happy, and I would be excited to receive a private message from you on Facebook, and let's get started. So I just want to point out that if you join my program, then you are happy as always, as I say, in your mind and in your soul and in your heart. A big kiss for you, and ciao.